here your initial instruction to Mr. Ramusipil was that you don't know Constable Zungu in total
Eqaleni
at all.
eqaleni uthe kuyena ke noma usho ngaye ke umlomo wommeli wakho umnumzana uRamsipile ukuthi awumazi nje kanhlobo uZungu.
Now, sorry to interrupt you. If you saw him for the first time in 2017, why would this proposition then have been made that the initial proposition that you don't know him in total?
Uma kuukuthi ke wena ke waqala ukuthi umbone noma uhlangana naye ngo2017 bekungani ke eqaleni kuthiwe noma kube nalenkulumo ethi awumazi kwanhlobo nje.
Ngoba ngichaza ukuthi ngenze uRamsipil akangizwanga kahle uma ngimtshela.
As I've just explained that it's possible that Mr. Ramusipile did not hear me correctly when I said it to him.
Mara bengazi ukuthi mina ngizoza la ebhokisini ngizoyikhulumela mina into ekuyiyo ukuthi ngimazi kanjani. 2017 ngambona uZungu. 2019 ila ngimaze khona ukuthi lo uZungu uzalwa ubani.
But I knew that I would get the opportunity or the chance to come here and explain it myself. 2017, I saw Zungu, and then in 2019, that is when I got to know him as to who he was, whose child he was.
Yesterday, we asked you if you know Nkazimulo, and
sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry, and you did confirm that you know him. He is your cousin, is that correct?
Izolo sikubuzileke ukuthi uyamazi yini uNkazimulo wavuma ukuthi yebo uyamazi umzala wakho.
Yebo uNkazimulo ngiyamazi umzala wami.
Yes, I do know Nkazimulo. He's my cousin.
And we refer to the incident of the 18th of November 2019 when Constable Zungu says an attempt was made on his life at Tembiza, and that Nkazimulo was also involved in that incident.
Sikhulumile nawe ke izolo ngesehlakalo sange 18 November 2019 la khona ke uZungu eshoyo khona ke ukuthi kwazanywa ke ukuthi ke alinyazwe noma ke abulawe ke eTembisa nokuthi ke uNkazimulo wayekhona ke kuleso sihlakalo leso.
Uthi ungibuzile?
No, uthi izolo noma utsheliwe ngalokho umshoshithi uthi ukufundele ukutsheliwe leyo nkulumo leyo izolo.
Ungifundelile ngamtshela ngathi leyo nkulumo leyo into engekho ukazi leyo nto leyo akayazi. Ukazi akusiyo umuntu wesibhamu. Ukazi akaphathi isibhamu. Ukazi umuntu oyisebenzelayo. Ngicela ukuthi ungijekele i18 zazi ngolesingaki. Ukazi uhlala esemsebenzini makumele emsebenzini.
Yes, that was read to me yesterday, and I did dispute that there is no such, that Nkazimulo has got nothing to do with a firearm or with firearms, and that Nkazimulo is someone who's employed. And I also made a request that it be checked on which day of the week was the 18th, because Nkazimulo is always at work.
Is Nkazimulo also a relative of accused number 5?
Ungaba uNkazimulo uyisihlobo sakhe umsolo wesihlanu.
uNkazimulo waNtuli number 5 waNtuli.
Nkazimulo is Ntuli. Number 5 is also
Ntuli. Wrong mabe ngaba waNtuli bonke.
I don't know whether there is anything wrong if they are from the Ntuli or their surname is Ntuli.
No, we're not saying there's anything wrong. We're asking if they are related.
Angisho ukuthi ikhona ke into wrong, ngiyabuza nje ukuthi bahlobene yini.
AbakwaNtuli.
They are from the Ntuli, or they share the Ntuli surname.
Is Gwabeni Zungu related to accused number 5?
uGwabeni Zungu uyisihlobo sakhe umsolo wesihlanu.
uGwabeni zalo waNtuli number 5 waNtuli.
Gwabeni is from Ntuli surname. Accused number 5 is also from the Ntuli surname.
Are they related?
Bayihlobo yini?
Ngoba ngithi uzala waNtuli lo uGwabeni zalo number 5 ungawaNtuli.
As I'm saying that Gwabeni is Ntuli and accused number 5 is also Ntuli.
So you're a bit reticent when you have to state whether there's any relationship with accused number 5. Is there any relationship between Gwabeni and accused number 5?
No objection, my lord. The witness has already explained the nature of the relationship. If you will understand, he's saying Mr. Ntuli is born from this, sorry, my lord, Gwabini is born from the Ntuli family and Mr. Ntuli is from Ntuli family.
So,
The witness has already
yeah, so
indicated.
what does that mean? Has it been related? Because this is what the prosecutor was to do. Are they related? Because there is a Ntuli, like me, Rabbi Khwatleng in Rustenburg, and I'm Khwatleng here in Joburg.
Yes.
But we're not related.
Yes.
That's the point.
They're just sharing the surname.
That's it.
Yes.
So the
Yes.
prosecutor wants to know whether they are related. Am I correct, sir?
Indeed, that's precisely the point.
That's all.
Umbuzo ke baba usibiya ukuthi nje bawontuli kuphela noma bawontuli abayihlobo.
Angazi mina la ngizoyikhulumela iside lami. Ngizoyikhuluma ngoba ngila iboxini ngizoyikhulumela mina.
I don't know because as I'm here, I'm only here to speak on my behalf or to speak for myself.
Mina ngayicabanga ngeindlela athi bona bengayicabanga ngenye indlela. So angeke ngize ngibakhulumela.
I
Ngicela
can-
ukuthi mina ngiqondane nezinto eziqondene nami.
I may have a different way of explaining it, of saying it. Yeah, they might have a different way of explaining it. So I'm just making a request that I be allowed to answer to things that relate to me.
Okay. We just wish to draw your attention to the evidence of Constable Zungu as appears on page 48 of the proceedings of 7 September 2023 from line 7. Mr. Zungu, when I came back from the shop, I saw a car that was parked on the side where I was staying.
Lana ke ufunda page 48 kwa khulunyana noma ubufakazi bange 7 September 2023 uline 7 lapho na athi uZungu uma ngibuya esitolo ngabona ke imoto eyayimile kuhlangothi lolu engihlala ngakulona.
On my way out, it was already parked there because I passed it, but I saw as to who was inside the vehicle.
Uma ngiphuma ke imoto yayiseyimile ke lapho ngandlula ke kodwa ngathi uma ngidlula ke ngaba nako ukuthi ngibone ukuthi ubani noma ubani ababengaphakathi emotweni.
I went past, I went to the shop.
Ngandlula ngaye esitolo.
On my way back, one of the guys from Ntuli produced a firearm through the window.
Uma ngibuya omunye wakwaNtuli wakhipha isibhamu esikhipha ngalo ifastela.
I then felt that the pinch was not yet raised because he raised it late, and then I turned around.
Ngabona ukuthi ke yayikhona ke inkinga ngayo ke isibhamu ukuthi ke noma ke ipinch lena ke wayikhulula ke seku late ila engajika khona.
I again called Gwabeni. Yes. Do you want to comment? Sorry.
I think he was just inquiring about the pinch.
Yes. What is the inquiry?
No, just wanted to know what
Oh,
the pinch is.
Yes. Yeah.
Pin.
What he
Yes,
said the
the-
pinch. Okay.
Yes.
Understand ukuthi uma ekhuluma ngepitch ukhuluma ngani ngoba ngicabanga akusisi isiZulu lesa ngikhona ukuthola ukuthi yini le akhuluma ngayo.
Can you just repeat that line again?
All right. I then felt that the pin, pin was not yet raised because he raised it late, and then I turned around.
Akushoyo nje laphana ukuthi nje nanje ngoba kwawumuntu ke wayefuna ukuthi udubuleke kodwa akukhonekala ngaleso sikhathi leso ukuthi isibhamu leso sikhiphe inhlamvu noma sidubule.
Ulalela.
I'm listening.
Yes. Then the state then asked him, when did this incident happen, more or less? Then Mr. Zungu, it was on 18 November 2019.
Uma ebuzwa ukuthi sehlakalo leso isehlakalo esenzeka nini washo ukuthi nge-18 kaNovember ngo-2019.
Then the
Lale.
state asked him, you say you saw the persons who were in the vehicle, who were they? And he answered, the other one is Nkazimulo.
Wasebuzwa ke ukuthi uyasho ke ukuthi wababona abantu ababesemotweni kwakuwobani, wathi ke uma iphendula omunye wabo kwakuwunkazimulo.
Then the state asked him, and who is Nkazimulo? Then Mr. Zungu answered, he's one of the relatives. I think it is the relative of Muzi, that is now yourself, or accused 5.
Wasebuzwa ke ukuthi ke ubani uNkazimulo, wathi ke ngicabanga ukuthi ke uyihlobo ke sakhe uMuzi esho wena ke noma umsolwa wesihlanu.
Then the state asked him, this person Ntuli who produced a firearm through the window, do you know him? And he said, yes, I know him.
Wasebuzwa ke ingabe uyamazi yini lo muntu owuntuli owakhipha isibhamu ngalo ifastela noma ke iwindi? Waphendula wathi yebo ngiyamazi.
And he said he knows him from Tembisa.
Wathi umazela eThembisa.
Then we asked him, do you know if he's related to any of the accused, Mr. Zungu? I think it is accused 1 and accused 5.
Wasebuzwa ke Mnumzana uZungu ngabe uyazi yini ukuthi kukhona ke basolwa ahlobene nabo? Wathi yebo ke ngicabanga ukuthi umsolwa wokuqala kanye nowesihlanu.
Ngilale.
I'm listening.
Yes. And this is what gave rise to the what Constable Zungu testified that he called you, as we demonstrated yesterday, and asked you to speak to Nkazimulo.
Ngokusho kwakhe ke uZungu ikona ke lokho okwamholela ekuthini ke abeke esexhumana nawe ecela ke ukuthi ukhulume naye uNkazimulo.
Ngaphendula.
Which he says you undertook to do.
Washo ke uZungu ukuthi ke wavuma ke wena ukuthi uzokwenza lokho.
Ngiyaphinda na izolo le nkulumo le ike yavela. Ngayicacisa ukuthi mina akekho umuntu wakwangifonela wakhuluma ngendaba ukuthi uhlasele uNkazimulo.
I'm saying this, and I said it yesterday as well, that there's never been a person who contacted me and informed me that they were attacked by Nkazimulo.
Athi akazange ngize kube khona umuntu ongifonela ukuthi uZungu futhi.
And I also mentioned or made mention that there's never been a person who telephone called me and introduced himself as Zungu.
Ngaphinde ngathi uNkazimulo akusiyi umuntu wesibhamu, umuntu oyisebenzela, akusiyi umuntu obugebengu.
I also said it that Nkazimulo has nothing to do with a firearm or firearms. He's someone who's employed. He's not into criminality.
Ngathi bamsukela ugazi akusiyi umuntu obugebengu. Akaze nje ugazi benento njengaleyo angayenza ugazi umuntu oyisebenzelayo.
I did say that Nkazi or Gazi, as the witness refers to him, that is someone who's employed. He's not involved in anything to do with criminality.
Yesterday we showed you photo 17 and 18 extracted from the downloads of accused number 2, which serves as exhibit DD4B before this court.
Izolo ke sitshengise isithombe lesi esishilo ke ukuthi sitholakele kuyithombe ke eyikhona kumakhala ekhukhwini wakhe umsola wesibili.
Yeah.
Yes.
We just wish to draw your attention to what your counsel, Advocate Nisi, put to Warrant Officer Ndlovu during the proceedings of 11 June 2025 from line 14. Mr. Mnisi, thank you. Now, Mr. Sibia, that is accused number 1, informs me that this photo was taken in 2018, and the place where this photo was taken, it was at Tambeka section in Tembisa. And the house that is seen in the back of the photo there, it is the house of his uncle, who is called Ntuli.
Just a moment.
Yes, Stella Ntuli.
Sicela Ntuli.
Yes.
Lana ke ngifuna nje ukuthi ke ngikufundeleke okwashiwo ke ummeli wakho uadvocate uMnisi ngazo 11 kuJune kuona lo nyaka shoke kuyena ke warrant officer Ndlovu ku line 14 ukuthi ke isithombe lesi esisibonayo lana isithombe esathwetshulwa ngo2018 eThambeka section eThembisa nokuthi ke umuzi lo esiubonayo ke lapha yana umuzi kamalume wakhe uSicelo Ntuli.
Yebo, lesi sithombe sashuthwa ngo-2018.
Yes, this is a photo that was taken in 2018.
Lo yamuzi obonakala lapha umuzi kamalume uSicelo Ntuli. Nale moto le imoto kamalume uSicelo Ntuli.
The house depicted there belongs to my uncle Sicelo Ntuli, as well as the vehicle depicted there belongs to my uncle Sicelo Ntuli.
Now, Advocate Nisi continues. Now, he says that that car as well belongs to his uncle, as we've just pointed out. In 2018, when he showed this photo, that car was his uncle's motor vehicle. Now, he says if this memory serves him well, and this is the most important part, this photo was taken or was shot by a gentleman called Nkazimula. They affectionately call him Nkazi, as you've just testified.
Nanje ngoba usushilo usuvumile ukuthi umuzi wakamalume nemoto yakamalume nawe ke ushilo ke washo ke lapho uadvocate umnisi esho ke nake uwarrant officer Ndlovu kodwa ke okubalekile ke ukuthi ke isithombe lesi uma iqhubeka ke funda lapho uadvocate ukuthi isithombe lesi sathwetshulwa ke uNkazimulo simbiza noma ke esithi uNkazi ogazi.
Yebo, isithombe ngashuthwa uGazi.
Yes, the picture was taken by Ugazi, ne?
Gazi.
Gazi.
So Constable Zungu was correct when he said that Nkazimulo is your relative.
Okusho ukuthi ke ebekhuluma iqiniso ke uConstable Zungu uma ebethi uNkazimulo isihlobo sakhe.
Hayi uZungu, hayi uthi uZungu bekhuluma iqiniso.
Not to say that
uGazi mina isihlobo sami. uGazi uzalwa umalume, hayi uthi uZungu bekhuluma iqiniso.
Not that Zungu was telling the truth. Gazi is my relative. Gazi is my uncle's child.
Yes. So Constable Zungu was correct when he said Nkazimulo is your relative.
Uma ebethi noma ke nkathi ke yena uZungu etshela lenkantolo ukuthi ke uyihlobo sakho uNkazimulo kusho ukuthi lokho awaye kusho uZungu kwakuyiqiniso.
Ngiyaphinda ngithi hayi uthi kusho uZungu ukuthi mina uKazimulo ihlobo sami. uKazimulo uzalwa umalume.
I am saying this, or I am repeating this, not because Zungu said it. Nkazimulo is my relative. He's my uncle's child.
Yesterday we referred you to the extract of your cell phone records, Exhibit DD5D, Roman figure 1. And we referred to the call that Constable Zungu made to you on the 19th of November 2019. And that it was discussed during this telephone call that you informed him that after you left Nongoma, you went to Mpumalanga, and you informed him that you'll continue your discussions when you return from Mpumalanga.
Izolo-ke ngikufundeleke ngokuxhumana kwakukhona phakathi kwakho noZungu kuuZungu-ke owashayela wena ucingo ngazo i-19 zikaNovember 2019 lapho-ke inkulumo-ke enani nayo kwakuwukuthi la wamtshela khona wena ukuthi-ke usuhambile kwaNongoma uye eMpumalanga nizoqhubeka-ke ngenkulumo enani nayo uma usubuya eMpumalanga.
Ngiphinde ngoba nayizolo nguphendulile lo mbuzo uvelile. Mina angazange ngize ngibe nomuntu engifonelana naye ethi uZungu. Angazange ngize ngiye eMpumalanga. Ekhaya kithi akukhona kwaNongoma ngisemahlabathini.
I answered this question yesterday. I'm going to answer it again. I have never been in contact with someone who introduced himself to me as Zungu. I've never traveled to Mpumalanga, and I am not from Nongoma. I am originally from Mahlabathini.
Shuthu umuntu maye ngakutshena ukuthi umuzi sibiya waNongoma ukwazi lo muntu lo uthi ungiqambela amanga mina ngwasemahlabathini.
If someone was to tell you that Muzi Sibiya is from Nongoma, that person would be telling you lies because I am from Mahlabathini.
And we indicated to you yesterday that this call, which was made at 18:21 on the 19th of November 2019, from your number 0793790137, was an incoming call from the number 0769799524, which we said belongs to Constable Zungu, lasting 77 seconds, and the tower there is indicated as Wesselton in Mpumalanga.
Futhi ke lo cingo lo noma le call lena ke yazo i-19 zika November 2019 ngo-1821 isikhathi kwinamba yakho 079397900137 kuwucingo olubuya kule number 0769799524 inamba esishiloke ukuthi inamba yakhe uConstable Zungu kwakuyisikhathi ke esingama seconds awu-77 nokuthi ke indawo eyayicosha ke nokuthi wawukuphi nendawo kwakuyi Wesselton eMpumalanga.
Ngiphinde ngisho eMpumalanga mina ngaze ngihlala eMpumalanga. eMpumalanga ngiyazi ngokwendlula mangiye ekhaya ngisuka la eGoli ngoba ngidlula khona eMpumalanga ngiye ekhaya.
I'm saying this again, I've never resided in Mpumalanga. I only know Mpumalanga when I travel from Gauteng going home, because that's where I'm passing. I pass through Mpumalanga.
Ngoba nayizolo ngishila athi ngidlule Standard Road ngidlule Forecrust.
I did mention it yesterday that I would go past Standerton and Forecrust.
Now, yesterday we undertook to get hold of Exhibit 00, and we wish to refer you to Exhibit 00. This is the charge sheet and the proceedings at the Tembisa Court.
Sishilo ke uzolo ukuthi ke sizothola ke i-charge sheet yakhona ke enkantolo yaseTembisa.
Yeah.
Now, you've already mentioned that you appeared in the Tembisa Court on the 1st of June 2020.
Ubusushilo ke ukuthi wabingelela ke imantshi eTembisa nge-1 zika June 2020.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the matter was then postponed to the 8th of June 2020.
La sebehlehliswa ke icala lehliswa zona ke i-8 zika June 2020.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the charge sheet indicates that the charges were possession of drugs and ammunition.
Amacala ke owathweswa ke khona lapho kwakutholakala nezidakamizwa kanye futhi ke nezinhlamvu.
Count 1 was possession of drugs, count 2 possession of ammunition.
Utholakala okokuqala noma ke lokuqala icala utholakala nezidakamizwa, okwesibili ke utholakala nezinhlamvu.
Cha, akusiyile iqiniso lelo.
No, that's not true.
Yes, the first count related to the incident of 19 March 2019, which we canvassed yesterday.
Elokuqala ke icala lalimayelana ke naloko kwenzeka nge-19 zika March 2019 into ke leyo esikhulumile ngayo izolo.
Mina bengahambi icala le position of drugs, bengihambi icala le dealing.
I was not attending to a matter of possession of drugs, but it was dealing drugs,
Shuthi kuningi okurong esisazokuthola lapho.
which means that there's quite a number of wrong things we are going to find there.
Yes, it's dealing, alternatively possession.
Yebo, ikona kokubili ke uma masiyona dealing kubhaliwe lapha dealing noma ke possession.
Hayi, wayecabangela impela lo muntu lo mina icala engithathwe ngalo bathi i-dealing. Kuphela i-position ayikho.
That person was then making assumption because I was informed that I was charged with dealing in drugs, not possession.
And the second count, as I mentioned, was possession of ammunition, and that related to the incident of 30 May 2022, which we'll deal with shortly.
30 May 2022.
2020.
2020.
Yes, 30 May 2020.
Lesibili-ke icala olwaluthweswa-ke okutholakala-ke ney'nhlamvu-ke lona-ke babethi-ke kwenzeka lokho ngeyi-30 zika-May 2020. Sisezokhuluma-ke ngalokho.
basho kanjalo kodwa akaze kwenzeka.
But that's what they alleged, but it never happened.
Now, the reason why we're referring to the charge sheet is that on the charge sheet, the following is indicated on the 8th of June 2020. Accused gave, and this is what the prosecutor is placing on record. The prosecutor, investigations in the matter not finalized, request postponement for, and it says, accused gave Mpumalanga address.
Umshushisi lana-ke naku awakutshela inkantolo ngalela langa lange-28 zika June 2020 ukuthi-ke uphenyo lusaqhubeka noma-ke asikaqedi ngophenyo. Sicela-ke ukuthi icala lihlehliswe. Kusho umshushisi umsolwa unikezele ngekheli laseMpumalanga.
Ngoba bengicela ama-transcript njengoba bengifuna le ibhalwe ngesandla. So mina ngaze ngize ngikhulume nge-address yaseMpumalanga. Le ibhalwe ngesandla. So bengithi ngicela ama-transcript wona azobe ephuma kwi-record ukuthi le nkulumo isiqinisekiso sokuthi ikhulunywe e-court na.
Which is why I made a request for transcripts, because that is handwritten. Now the transcripts would then have proven that whether this was indeed said in court. Because I've never given a Mpumalanga address, sorry.
Okwesibili iyangixaka le makuthiwa ngibhalise i-address yaseMpumalanga ethembisa yasecourt, ethembisa court. Kodwa amaphoyisa athi ahamba aya eKZN ayoconfirma i-address. Kodwa awayanga eMpumalanga kuyoconfirma le address abathi ngayibhalisa. So shuthi sifamile bekutshene izathu ukuthi babekwenzani eKZN bengayanga eMpumalanga. Bekutshene ukuthi eMpumalanga mabefika kule address abathi ngayibhalisa eMpumalanga bathola abantu wathini ngami lo muntu lo abamthola eMpumalanga.
It is confusing to me that I would then, it is said or written there that I gave a Mpumalanga address, but the police never went to Mpumalanga to go and confirm that address. Instead, they went to KwaZulu-Natal to go and confirm an address, and for them then to be able to come and say, indeed, when they went to Mpumalanga to confirm that particular address, who did they find there and what did that person say about me?
Shuthi abaphoyisa kusamele buye ezotshela icourt ukuthi eKZN ayiyokwenzani. Ngoba shuthi wayingaconfirm ini address ngoba address akusiyo i-address abayivezayo labathi vele address yaseMpumalanga kwafanele bengithathe bengise eMpumalanga uma kuyikuthi amaphoyisa avumele ukuthatha umuntu omoshiwe eyoconfirma na i-address kwamele bengithathe bengise eMpumalanga la bathi ngibhalisa address yakhona kodwa bona bangithatha bangisa eKZN la ngena address yakhona ngiyibhalisile ethembisa yasecourt.
Which then means that the police still have to come to court and explain to this court as to why is it that they then took me to KZN to go and confirm an address which is not indicated there, where it's indicated there that I gave a Mpumalanga address, and not go to Mpumalanga to go and confirm an address, if indeed the police are allowed to take the person that has been arrested to go and confirm an address with.
Kukhomba ukuthi ziningi izinto engenzakalanga kodwa amaphoyisa ayibeka ngendlela ngazuthi izinto ezenzakele la eKatolo ngoba nje mina i-address yaseMpumalanga angiyazi and lapho i-address ayibhaliwe kuthiwa nje ubhalisa i-address yaseMpumalanga kodwa mina i-address engayibhalisayo i-address yaseThembisa 1818 Vosmuz section yona address engazi ukuthi umuntu mayeboshwe la eGoli kumele athole ibhayili abe seduzana kungathiwa umuntu uthola ibhayili bese base KZN ngoba ngelinye ilanga uyongabi nayo imali okusuke eKZN eze ecaleni lela suke eboshelwe lona. So mangila eGoli ngibhalisa address la eGoli ingoba ngazi ukuthi ngeke ngihlale kungatholi ukuthi ngihambe ngeenyawo ngiyethembisa police station court. Kodwa amaphoyisa kusamele ke tshena iKatolo iqiniso ukuthi eKZN ayiyokwenzani yini la ayenza ukuthi eKZN.
Which then means that there are quite a number of things that the police didn't do, which they come to court and say they did, and the court, the police must also still need to come to court and tell the court as to why is it that they went to KwaZulu-Natal, because according to my knowledge, when I attend a court in Gauteng and I'm applying for bail, I need to provide with a Gauteng address. I cannot provide with an address that is far, because it might happen that I might not have money to travel from KZN to come and attend a particular matter in Gauteng. Hence, one is then expected to give or provide an address nearer to the court that the person is attending.
Ngoba mina ngingwase Mahlabathini nje angiyazi eMpumalanga. Angikwazi ukuphala ngeaddress yaseMpumalanga.
As I am from Mahlabathini, I do not know or I'm not familiar with Mpumalanga. I cannot provide an address that points to Mpumalanga.
Emakhaya address yasekhaya nje angazi ukuthi mina ngathi number bani ngoba emakhaya akuna address imizi yakhiwe nje ayinama address ayinayinamba imizi yasemakhaya.
And back home in the villages, there is no way that I'm able to know or to provide an address and say this is the house number, because those are only houses that are built, but there are no numbers attached to the houses.
eGoli ngoba ngabanikeza iaddress yaseGoli ngoba ngazi eGoli 1818 Vosmos section.
And I provided them with the Gauteng address because I knew the address. It's 1818 Vusumuzi section.
La bengihlala khona nomalume ngazi ukuthi uma bengangitholi nabawuthola malume makuthiwa
Mr. Baloyi, what is the question?
As a good you were only requested to comment on the fact that you gave Mpumalanga address, which you denied. Then the following was put in record by the defense. Says 1818 Vusumuzi squatter camp. Accused resides with Uncle Ntuli. So the state requested postponement to confirm which one of the two addresses is applicable.
Waseke ngenzansi kubhalwa ke u1818 Vusumuzi. So wasethi umshushisi uma ecela ke inkantolo khona ethembisa ukuthi ke bafuna uyobheka ke ukuthi kulamakhela amabili yiliphi ke ekuyilona.
comment
Yes. You want to comment?
ngoba iaddress indeka ehlala malume akaze ezifika amaphoyisa khona ukuthi ezo confirm iaddress.
Because no police arrived at the address where my uncle stays to go and confirm an address.
ePumalanga angazi laba bethi bawu confirm khona iaddress ngoba akaze beze bebuye bengitshela ukuthi bake ba confirm address eMpumalanga and mina indaba yaseMpumalanga angiyazi ngiqala ukuzwa nje mangifika kule court le.
And in Mpumalanga, I don't know whether they went to go and confirm an address because they never came back with the feedback to say what is it that they found. And I knew nothing about Mpumalanga. I only got to know about it when I started to attend this court.
iaddress engiyaziyo le 1818.
I only know the 1818 address.
Thank you. Whilst we're still on Exhibit 00, the two charges, is that correct that this matter went to trial in Tembisa?
Objection, my lord. What is the relevance about, what's the relevance of this matter at Tembisa in this case? In relation to the question that my colleague is asking.
Yesterday, the accused mentioned that he knows nothing about the charges of dealing in drugs. And this is just merely to show that that charge which he says he knows nothing about went to trial and there was a verdict on the matter. We're not going to place anything
No,
on
but that
record.
is irrelevant. I'm sorry, my lord. That is irrelevant. We have come here to listen about the death of Senzo, not a collateral charge, if there is anything, or if there is any. So that is entirely irrelevant.
Well, once again, my lord, we insist that it is relevant. Accused testified, and we'll get to that point in a moment, that the incident of the 30th of May 2020, during which the witnesses say they found ammunition at the room that he shared with his uncle, the accused denies that. Now, here are proceedings that went to trial, and we submit, my lord, that these proceedings are relevant to show that what the witnesses testified about, it's indeed the truth. So it goes to the credibility, my lord, of the witnesses as well as the accused. It is therefore relevant, my lord. I don't know if we can then proceed, my lord. Is it correct that these two charges went on a full-blown trial in Tembisa.
Ingaba kuyiqiniso yini ke ukuthi insolo leziyana wawuzethweswa ke kuyona inkantolo yaseThembisa laqhubeka ke icala leliyana laqulwa enkantolo yaseThembisa.
Objection, my lord. I'm raising another objection, my lord, on the issue of irrelevance. The trial we are dealing with is about a murder charge that took place on the 26th of November 2014. It is not in dispute, my lord, that the witness, accused number 1, attended trial in Tembisa court. But if my learned friend...
It says there was no trial. According to Mr. Malloy, he says there was no trial. Am I correct?
Yes, indeed. He says the charges are unfounded.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
The-
And now he's saying, he's showing that, in fact, that can be correct. And it goes to credibility. Yeah, you can proceed, sir.
As a court, please, my lord. So I didn't hear what the response is.
Uphendula wathini wami?
The matter went to trial in Tembisa.
Icala laqulwa enkantolo yaseThembisa.
Cela ungiphinde lo mbuzo angaphendula.
Can you repeat the question?
Certainly. Is it correct that these two charges that are mentioned in this charge sheet exhibit 00 went on a full-blown trial in Tembisa?
Ngabe kuyiqiniso yini ukuthi le insolo noma lamacala owathweswa ke kwinkantolo yaseThembisa ukuthi icala lelo laqulwa ke kwinkantolo yaseThembisa?
Mabe ngifaka insolo ekuqaleni zokuthi bathi ngithengisa ama drugs. Laqala la ngaqulwa.
At first, when the charges were put to me, the trial did not proceed.
Kwabuya abantu abazothi abangitholile address ngangibhalisile kodwa libele lokhu ngihlala khona. Labuya la seliyaqulwa emva kwalapho.
And then there were people who then came to court, or witnesses who came to court and said they did not find me at the address which I claimed to be staying, but thereafter the matter went on trial.
Aqulwa wethu.
And then on both charges.
And on the first charge of dealing drugs, alternatively possession thereof, is it correct that Mudau and Baloyi, the two police officers who arrested you, testified on those charges?
Kwakuwofakazi uMudau noBaloyi laba ababophela ke idakamizwa. Kwakuwofakazi kulelo cala lelo.
Yebo bafika bezofakaza.
Yes, they came to testify.
And on the second count of the incident of 30 May 2020, Sergeant Mukhola, Sadiki, and Constable Buthelezi testified on those charges. Is that correct?
Sadiki Buthelezi.
Yes.
Kuleli kuyinsolo lezi zesibili zeinhlamvu ofakazi kwakuMukhola, uSadiki noButhelezi.
Cha.
No,
Yes, what was
Yeah.
the position?
Kwaba umphula noButhelezi.
only Mukhola and Buthelezi.
Okay. And there was a verdict in the matter in December of 2022, is that correct?
NgoDisemba ka-2022 inkantolo yaba nesinqumo esithathayo ke ngeinsolo lezo. Yafinyelela icala lafinyelela emaphethweni, inkantolo yasithatha isinqumo.
December 2024.
2024.
December 2024 inkantolo yafika esiqhumeni kodwa ngilokhu ngisho ngithi mina izinto abangisola ngazo angizazi. Namanje ngisasho namanje kule zinto lezi abangisola ngazo angizazi. So okwenza ukuthi iappeal yami ingaqhubeki ngisafuna ukuqeda leli cala eliqala bese ngenza iappeal ngoba into abangisola ngazo angizazi total.
It was in December 2024. I maintained my innocence up to this stage. I still maintain my innocence with regards to those charges. And the reason for my appeal not to proceed is because I want to finalize this matter first and then go on appeal.
Noma inkantolo yaphuma nesiqumo yaphuma naso kodwa namanje ngisalibele ngithini le zinto lezi abakhuluma ngazo angizazi.
Although the court came to reached a certain or a particular verdict, I still maintain that I knew nothing about those charges.
Thank you. And as you pointed out, the matter was disposed of.
Nanje ngoba usho ke laseke liyaqedwa ke icala lelo. Noma lafinyelela emaphethelweni.
Ngokwenkantolo lafiyelela emaphethweni mari mina ngoba ngithi ngisalinda ukuthi ngiqede leli bese ngiyaqhubeka nokwenza ama-appeal ngoba leli aqala lezi zinto abangisola ngazo angizazi total.
Yes, according to the court, it was finalized, but as I say that I'm still waiting for this matter to be finalized and then go on an appeal because I still maintain that I know nothing about those charges.
Just to
As
come
it
back,
please the court, my lord. I wish to put it on record that the court's attention has just been drawn to inadmissible evidence which is evidence of a character in nature. The process that my colleague has just embarked upon was just to elicit evidence of a character in nature, which in its own very nature in these proceedings is inadmissible. I just want to put that on record. Thank you.
I think we've already addressed that point. But, we move on to the next issue. Sorry.
I just received a note. I need to swap now. I need to go and do English Afrikaans next door. Then Mr. Mzanga can just take over. I need to go and do English Afrikaans next door.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Mzanga, place your name on record.
Good morning, my lord.
Hello.
Yes, just place yourself on record.
Oh, I'm Mr. S. Mtsanga, my lord.
You are taking over from Mr. Jonas.
As the court pleases, my lord, I do confirm.
Okay.
Now, earlier on when we were dealing with the two photos 17 and 18, which were found on the downloads of the phone of the case number 2, as per exhibit DD4B, you mentioned that the photo was taken at the house of your uncle Stelo Ntuli. Is that correct?
Objection, my lord. The witness had already answered to this question. The questions regarding these pictures were asked yesterday and earlier on today. It's now going for the third time, my lord. It means we won't finish this case.
I'm surprised. My learned friend is the one who asks repetitive questions, but we're just giving the background so that the witness can understand what we are about. And the question now follows.
What's the time then?
It's 11 o'clock, my lord.
Yeah, let's go for it. Because currently we are not colleagues. I'm going to recall members and officers of this court.